How's it going, everyone? This is cloudchief, and in this video I'm just going over clearing the Ark Elvaan. I'm doing it on very easy, but I am doing it specifically in Sparks gear with a with the baled just single axe, not even a two-handed axe. The point of this was, and I'm going to be showing all the Archangel fights, and I'll probably try and go through and do all the KS fights. I already have a lot of footage for most of this stuff, but someone actually proposed the question about how to go and get REM slips so they could upgrade their AF. The thing is, their concern was they were looking at like the tier of gear that I have on Caulifla at this point, considering, you know, it's like +2 ambuscade gear. I have a relic, you know, it's afterglow, so it's pretty decently set up. So I mean, I could probably go in and clear pretty much all, if not every single one of the Archangels on at least normal. Even some of them I might have a decent shot at doing it on difficult at the point where my character's at. So what someone was saying, well, you know, if I'm a new character, I'm not at the tier that, you know, you're at, how are you going to be able to do it? Everything I'm using is either Sparks gear, it's Bale gear, or it's like either crappy accessories or accessories that you can get from like the 99 Unity NMs. So everything that I'm currently using should easily be obtainable to anyone who's recently reached 99. There's no reason any of the gear that I'm currently using in this I should be using. I'm not using any macros in this fight whatsoever. I am only, you know, just meleeing and doing it from the menus. I also made sure that I'm only using, I think, was it War Sam for this, and I don't ever use Meditate. Like, I'm not even obviously able to use Hasso or Segan because I'm only using a one-handed weapon. Right now, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I was trying to grab hate off of Gesho so I could pull the mob back to hopefully get it away from the support. Because some of these fights can get tricky, especially you want to try and have them away from your support because they can do AoEs, especially the Elvaan here. She has one move that will literally silence everyone who it hits. Yeah, domain slash there. That will silence anyone who gets hit by it. Which just, like, it's, you know, obviously if your healers are getting hit by it, that can cause a potential problem. The Ark Elvaan, she's actually pretty easy except for 3 things that make her somewhat difficult. One is she has a move that's, I can't remember what it's called, I'll try and point out if I see it. It's basically Spirits Within. The amount of damage it does is relevant to how much HP she has. And on some of the higher difficulties, it can easily one-shot even someone with like 3k HP. I believe it hits multiple people, so you can have it hit multiple people and split it, but obviously if you're going in here and doing it solo, you know, you need to be able to handle it. You need to be able to mitigate the damage in some way. It's not really a problem for being on very easy. But that's one thing that you need to look out for. I think I have a video showing this, me beating the Elvaan. I think it was on my ninja off of my main. But that's relying on the move that, you know, mitigates severe damage. So basically I just made sure I kept that up to survive it. I think even the time when I did it, and did it on, like I said, difficult, it even took me like 3 or 4 tries, because I believe I did that live. Regardless, so you need to look out for that. The other thing is she does Invincible and Benediction. So that always kind of stinks, you know, she gets full HP, and then also just with Invincible, just that your damage stops. Other than that, you know, those are really the biggest things. She can sometimes shield bash a lot, which can sometimes keep you, if she keeps doing it back to back, can keep you stun locked. Because most of the time, I mean, right there, yeah, shield strike missed, but that can be annoying. The other thing that you got to be careful of, but this is true of all the Archangels, is when you get them below 25%, they will start to self-skill chain. And the thing about that is, most of the time, if any of these guys get a skill chain off on you, unless you have some way to mitigate the damage, you're probably going to die if the skill chain goes off. Just because the weapon skill is going to do so much damage, and then the skill chain and all that damage happens at once. So there's no way to even respond to it after it happens. So, I mean, really just the two big things you got to really worry about with SNM is her Spirits Within attack, and I still haven't seen it to point it out. And then when you get her below 25%, just the skill chain. Just watch out for that. Just make sure you're bouncing hate with someone, or if you have to, kite her. As soon as she does a weapon skill to you, kite her until 7 seconds has passed since she's done that weapon skill, then re-engage her, because at that point, if she has the TP to do a second weapon skill, it's not going to chain. You don't really have to worry about it. But as long as you're doing that, that'll take care of it, and it's not really much of a fight. The big thing about these fights going into it is, when you're first attempting it, don't try and overestimate what you can do, because going into a fight and then just losing, if you're doing it for high tier battles, you're losing merits. It's wasting time. So definitely start off low and work your way up. Very easy for the high tier battles is 113. Easy is 116, normal is 119, and then I believe it just goes up from there. Difficult would be 122, and then probably be, I guess, 125. It's arguably even higher if you're doing very difficult. I know they don't even give numbers for what level they are for the higher difficulties, but that right there, Arrogance Incarnate, that's the Spirits Within move. You can see that did a decent amount of damage to both of us, and I think that's with it splitting damage. Also for the Archangels, I highly recommend using Gesho, just because of the whole skill chaining thing, and just sometimes they just have some really nasty hard-hitting moves. So by having Gesho, while he's not the best at holding hate, he's pretty good at keeping shadows up. So he can, for the most part, just mitigate a lot of the damage they're going to do, so it's cutting down on the amount of curing that your healer is going to do. Plus, with the shadows, it very easily breaks up the weapon skills that the enemies are going to do, and so then that way it's significantly less of a chance that they're going to actually self-skill chain against you, which is, like I said, if they get a skill chain off and it does full damage, it's not resisted or missed in any way, it is pretty much going to, see, there's that move again. And you gotta remember, this is on very easy and it did that much damage to me. Like I said, it easily on higher difficulties one-shots. So that's probably the biggest, threat. But back to Gesho, as long as, he had shadows up, so if she does another weapon skill to him, she's not actually going to, chain. But, and Gesho is very easy to get. You just need to be on, I think, mission 10 of the White Gate missions, and then you just need to go click the cushion where you see him in the other, by the tea house, and you'll get him. So, very easy tank to get. Definitely a good tank to have. Yeah, see, she's doing the Spirits Within move now a lot. You see it's hitting both of us. So I think, what you try and do is to split the damage. But that's it there. So you can see, got 2 chapters out for that for doing very easy. I will be posting the rest of the videos up. I hope you guys got some value out of this, and may you have success in all you do.